Okay, let me start the stream. I came outside of nowhere. Okay, here we are. Blubberbo announcing this game. Second game of the day. I'm pumped up and ready to go. Voice is a little bit strange, so it might be my last one. But there's a little bit of drama in Team Select about which mumble, which event to use. Not quite sure whether that got sorted out because the game kind of just came out of nowhere. First ban. Blue team, Tryndamere, common ban. Tryndamere is really strong, scales well late game. For all of those who listen to my last stream, is going to be a little redundant. You probably all know this, but I'll try to say something new. Tryndamere is really scary, man. Both mid game with his ulti tower diving and late game just being with cleanse and being not able to lock him down. He can be terrifying. Shaco is first ban for the purple team, also a really good ban. I hate being in lane and being scared of Shaco coming. Shaco can just face stomp you if you're not ready for him, if you're not building against him, and if he has a little bit of feed, man, Shaco can be unstoppable. Skarner, second ban coming out for the blue team, pretty common. Skarner is really strong now. His ulti is absolutely just it can wreck. It suppresses, it can move the target. It's definitely really scary. And Rammus, the blue team, as we saw in that last game and as we've seen in games past, Rammus can be really scary as a jungler. Cassiopeia is the second ban for the purple team. Not a particularly common ban, and when you only have 3 bans per team, I might ban someone besides Cassiopeia. I might, pick up a Lee Sin or a Scion, even though Scion isn't particularly common now. But Cassiopeia, I have not seen banned before. Kassadin is the third ban for the purple team. Also a relatively common ban. It's going a little bit down. I think Morgana, oddly enough, was not banned this game. That's probably who I would have banned. But Kassadin gets banned, and the first pick for the blue team is going to be Graves. He's got exhaust and flash right here. AD carry, really scary, a lot of damage. Graves, his burst from buckshot and his ulti and just his scaling can be really scary, especially and tanky. An AD carry that is also tanky. There's that Morgana I was talking about. She's a really strong champion. She's got her snare and the snare combo with the pool on the ground of a lot of damage, and her shield making her immune, or making her target rather immune to CC, is also devastating. Switches from Morgana to Singe to the last minute. Going to be their solo top most likely, and a Nocturne jungle. Nocturne is a really strong jungler. He's got that passive lifesteal. Gives him more health based on the amount of enemies it hits. He's good at covering lanes. He's good at ganking. He's got the speed buff with his Q, and then, a spell shield that, everyone likes, a neighborhood-friendly spell shield. And he's got his E, which is not exactly a straightforward automatic CC, because based on range, takes a little while to trigger, but is definitely strong. And his ulti, of course, not global, but long range, and can be devastating in many different scenarios. Zavaki, the number 2 pick for the blue team, is going to pick Trundle, and the Enigma Blade is the 3rd pick for the blue team. It's going to roll Sona. Common, so she's got Flash Ignite thus far. Maybe he's picking it for someone else. There we go, Clairvoyance and Flash. Sona is one of the most played supports. She's really strong. She did get nerfed, but she's still really strong. She heals. She got the movement speed buff. She does a decent amount of damage just by herself. She can dish out some damage, especially for harassing early and even into the mid game. Morgana coming out as that 4th pick for the purple team right now is Flash and Heal. Not the most run-of-the-mill Morgana summoner skill pick, I would say. But we'll see, maybe it's subject to change. And here comes Rob Roney as Lux. There we go. Morgana switches to Taric. Morgana now picked by 2 champions and then not picked. So who knows? Watch someone on the blue team now pick him or something. Not quite sure what their game plan is for that, but we got Lux coming down. Lux you don't see, and interesting, Taric has Flash Ignite, he will probably switch. But Lux is not a champion that you see very much. Being played a little bit more now, she, in my opinion, is definitely a really strong champion. She's support-like with her shield and with her CC, but she has a lot of utility and can dish out the damage. I remember the day when it was really common to play Lux, get that Soul Stealer, pick off kills, even arguably kill steal or even get assists with her ulti. She can be really strong with the snare, with the slow, with the visibility from her E, the shield. She can be really strong, and that ulti, low cooldown, long range, decent amount of damage. I like the Lux pick. It's not that common now, but it's definitely strong. Here's the 4th pick for the blue team will be Brand, and the 5th pick is Lee Sin. The final pick for the purple team will be Caitlyn. Now, excuse me, Vayne switches at the last minute. No, back to Caitlyn. Now Ezreal. Now Caitlyn. Got 30 seconds left till it's locked in. Make sure I'm recording it. And it looks like it's going to be Caitlyn. Okay, so everything's locked in. We got Taric rolling Flash Heal and Sona rolling Flash Clairvoyance. Some notable things there. We got the jungle versus each other. We have Nocturne versus Trundle. I don't know why it's so hard for me to just say Trundle sometimes, but Trundle and Nocturne. We're going to have the solo top lane be Lee Sin versus Singed, and we have the bottom lane Sona Graves versus Taric Caitlyn, and the middle Lux versus Brand. Some interest. I got 3 minutes, and there's a delay right here, so I guess I don't need to talk particularly fast. But some interesting things to note here, and some interesting matchups. Lee Sin is a strong jungler as well as a strong solo lane. I really like the Lee Sin pick. You saw him switch at the last minute, or switch after everyone had chosen, with the Graves. But Lee Sin is a really strong champion. He can shield himself, he can shield other champions. He's got mobility, he can move around, get visibility. Easy for not having to face check boosters, and he's got that, not crowd control, but the ability to move enemy champions with his ulti. He can be really strong, really tanky, and really scary. Likewise, Singed, also everyone knows Singed is an incredibly good champion. He has, the ability to become almost invincible. He can become incredibly strong. He has an uncanny ability to push lanes, get those minions down, have the minions push themselves, and then bounce to a different lane to try to wreak havoc. He slows, he tosses, he does all kinds of stuff to disrupt the enemy, as does Trundle. He's got the Pillar of Filth. Really annoying. He's able to speed up himself. He's got that lifesteal. Trundle can be devastating. Not really that common in a lot of games, but can be really scary. One of the important things I think we should look at here is Sona and Brand could be really dangerous, as well as Lee Sin and Trundle on a larger scale, bunching the enemy up with Lee Sin, knocking one enemy maybe into a group of other enemies. The Pillar of Filth coming up, then the Sona ulti could lead into Brand and Graves, which together, double ulti could, and even Buckshot and Pillar of Flame, that could be absolutely devastating. And that could well be one of the reasons that you see that Taric over there. Sona does have Flash Clairvoyance, but Taric does not have Clairvoyance. It's a little bit of a disadvantage when you don't have Clairvoyance, and the other team does have CV and is able to see any point on the map at any given time when they want to. But Taric knows they got a lot of AoE damage potential with Brand and Graves over there on that blue team, and that's why he's rolling that heal. They only have 1 Ignite on the blue team, and that could be really important for Taric to be able to dish out that huge AoE heal to his teammates with, arguably a little bit squishies. Lux and Caitlyn, Nocturne, depending on his build, aren't necessarily the most tanky champions. Other than that, summoner skills look pretty evenly tossed out. There's a Ignite over there on the purple team, Ignite on the blue team, 2 exhausts on the blue team, 2 exhausts on the purple team, relatively standard. Flash on every single champion in this game. I'm not sure. Riot did mention that they wanted to decrease the amount of people that pick up Flash by nerfing it. It didn't quite do that, so you can't help but think, was it a good decision to nerf it anyway? Is it better now nerfed and having everyone taking it, as opposed to before when almost everyone took it and it wasn't nerfed? Either way, not saying it's a good decision or a bad decision to have nerfed it, but there is Flash on every champion here. In the loading screen, we see the nice Sona skin, a Taric skin, Nocturne skin, cool Halloween Nocturne skin. I really like that Nocturne skin, and the special Riot Singe skin. I like that skin too. The Riot Shield looks really cool on Singe. I'm totally digging it. And the pings all look pretty good, except for Rob Roney, who's at 270. Darkened Sun and Toasty Almond chilling around 150. So we're going to see, it will be interesting to see how this Lee Sin matches up against the Singed up top. At the bottom, Graves and Sona can be pretty lethal, with Sona's ability to do almost the best burst out of any, no CC until her ulti, but she does have that burst And that coupled with Graves could be really dangerous. Caitlyn Taric, also incredibly scary. Caitlyn has that auto attack damage. She times her crits, sits in the bush, has her Q, and then her ulti to follow it up at long range. Taric's stun, shatter, ulti combo with Caitlyn can be lethal as well. So it'll be really interesting to see what happens at the bottom. In the middle, it will come down to the ability of Brand and Lux to dodge. Brand has to dodge those Lux CCs, especially the snare. And, you know, then the ulti. If you get snared against the Lux and she can get a free ulti off on you and maybe an auto attack, it can be really dangerous. Likewise, it's going to be up to Lux to dodge the Brand CC. The Brand CC and just the Pillar of Flame. I mean, not being able to dodge a Pillar of Flame if he chooses to level that first, which, you know, not all Brands do, can be pretty hard on a squishy champion, especially when she starts with Boots of Speed. An interesting thing here with that blue Clairvoyance going up, Sona did roll Clairvoyance, and so they have that initial one-up on the purple team. They can see what items they started out with. They can kind of have an idea of where they're going. Caitlyn, like most Caitlyns do, is starting out with Trap. Oh, and it looks like there might be a level 1 team fight if someone steps out of this bush. Wow, Trundle and Lee Sin are right there with Brand coming in. The whole purple team is there. If they discover Lee Sin and Trundle, oh, there they go. Oh, no, and Lee Sin and Trundle are trying to get out of there. And Nocturne is going to chase him. Here we go, the Pillar of Flame. Oh, and Lux then double snare right there. Lee Sin is going to try to get out of there, but he does get exhausted. Is he going to be? And he flashes to get out of there. And here comes the Ignite on Trundle. Trundle's also going to have to flash, and Graves comes in there. Oh, and if only that tower had attacked Singe. Nocturne trying to get them to back off. Wow. Wow, a lot of damage being tossed out, and everyone has to be scared at this early in the game. Caitlyn laying down traps. She didn't get hurt, but wow, both sides having people with low health, and there's that Clairvoyance. Here is where Clairvoyance really gives an advantage to the blue team. The purple team can't be sure. Who knows? Maybe the blue team is coming a surprise if the purple's blue. Maybe the blue team are hiding in a bush for them somewhere. The only place they know they are not is right there because of Caitlyn's traps. But blue team knew when they went over to this blue that no one was going to be there because they had that Clairvoyance up. Minions have spawned. Looks like Nocturne is going to start over here at the Wolves. Lux gives him a nice little head start on those. Singe going to take his position top, and Caitlyn waiting to leash blue for him. And waiting for blue. There goes blue, Brand, and Lee Sin, and Sona actually all get the leash there for Trundle on the blue. Wow, Trundle gets the blue down really quickly, whereas Nocturne, oh, there he goes. Wow, nice large amount of damage from Nocturne. They get him down at the same time. Nocturne a little bit ahead, having those Wolves right there, and looks like Trundle's going to come in for an early gank on Singed. Gonna try to get some... Oh no, he's not. He's going to go over into Nocturne's jungle. Wow, and does he know it that he's beating Nocturne right there? Is he going to see him? No. He thinks Nocturne is there. Oh, actually, maybe he doesn't. He's going to try to steal this red buff right there. Is he going to be able to? He has his smite. A good job by Zavaki getting over to this red so quickly and having his smite to steal a red. Oh, wow, and he gets the red. Nocturne's going to turn the corner and see, oh my god, where's my red? You know he's thinking that. He sees that it's gone. How could it be gone this quickly? And now... is Trundle going to move in to try to get this early gank on Singe that I thought he was going to do before? Lee Sin playing a little bit aggressive. Here comes Trundle. A blue ping down on Singe. We're going to need Lee Sin to move up a little bit. And here he comes. And Singe flinging him over, having no problem getting out of there. Lee Sin dealing a little bit of damage to Singe, but then getting poisoned himself and losing it a little bit. Good job by Trundle, kind of showing Singe, hey, I will be around. I will come to gank you. You have to be scared of me. Nocturne hasn't shown face yet, but this Zavaki, the Trundle has a little bit behind on minion kills as Nocturne is up 14, but Trundle did steal his red, so a good job and an interesting aggressive jungle thus far by Trundle. Here we have in the bottom, we see a Caitlyn trap getting triggered on Graves, and we got that Sona Clairvoyance coming down, and her and Graves gets up there, lands a buckshot, and here comes Sona trying to deal some damage, a good amount of damage to Taric. Taric is going to have to heal Caitlyn and himself and pop a healing potion and get back. Some fighting between Singe and Lee Sin. Wow, Lee Sin taking a lot of damage from the minions and Singe up there. Singe doing what he does best. He is out of mana, but he pushed that lane really well, as well as did a decent amount of damage to Singe. We got a healing potion popped by Lux in the middle. She's playing a little bit more defensively now, going to be pushed up to her tower, probably waiting for a Nocturne gank. And here, at the bottom, this bottom blue lane is pushed a little bit. Like I said, it's going to be interesting to see who wins this matchup. It's going to come down to who can do more burst, because Graves and Sona don't really have the CC, save Sona's ulti. But Taric has CC with his stun, and Caitlyn arguably has some CC with being able to get her traps down if Graves or Sona happens to step on them. There we go, seeing right at the last second there, the dodge, or the miss, or the dodge of Lux not getting hit by Brand's Pillar of Flame. It's going to be really important for her not to get hit by those. Lee Sin coming up at Singed. Singed playing really aggressive. Well, not necessarily aggressive, but just playing really Singed. Walking around, getting that poison down, and now he's not getting all these minion kills, but he is getting most of them. He missed a couple right there, but being so pushed, he is open for a gank. And here we got Nocturne coming around. Brand is a little bit... Yeah, you can see even Nocturne doesn't know right there. Nocturne's blue just right now. It's too bad. Lux is going to push him a little bit. Might want to play a little bit farther back, and Brand, no. He's going to know he's coming. Nocturne's going to take a hit from the tower. Brand is going to get the conflagrate on him right before the shield from Lux. And not successful gank from Nocturne. Maybe Zavaki, the Trundle, is going to show him how it's done right here. He's going to get all the way to the far edge of the bush. He has red buff in there. Brand, oh, Lux, what is Lux doing? Lux is in a horrible positioning right now. Brand does miss the Pillar of Flame, and Lux gets to ignite on him and the CC. There goes the Pillar of Fill. She's not going to get the kill on Brand. Oh, and she does flash over, and here comes Zavaki after. Zavaki chasing her. Is she going to be able to land a CC on him? She has popped the health potion, and she does have boots, and Trundle does not. Wow, an interesting encounter. Oh, and Lux and Nocturne are going to chase him. What's going to happen right here? Trundle's going to try to get away. There's that CC. Lux misses, and the spell shield goes up, and Zavaki is going to try to get out of there, and he does. Wow, an interesting encounter. Lux was in horrible positioning, too far overextended when Trundle comes out, but then does an absolutely superb job landing that CC on Brand, getting Brand so low, popping the ignite so that Brand has to back, and then doing a good job of flashing over this ledge by the river. Unfortunately, Trundle had his flash as well, but Lux was able to come out of that alive and is now level 5, didn't have to go back, but most likely will, having low health and almost no mana. You can see the CS down here will be Brand 29 and Lux 34, so Lux did get a little bit of edge, having had Stain in that lane and not having to go back after that little encounter right there. At the top, this is an interesting matchup, like I've said a couple times now. Singed has 21 and Lee Sin has 32. Without the ganks, with no ganks, or no successful ganks at least we've seen up here, it's going to come down to CS. And Lee Sin has the ability to become tanky, just like Singed. And so Singed is going to see a fling there, a little bit of harassing, but Lee Sin is going to do a good job at picking up the minion kills that Singed isn't necessarily picking up. He does get the poison down, but as we saw a couple times before, he doesn't always pick up the minion kills. And so Lee Sin thus far is doing a good job of getting the minion kills that Singed is not, and pulling ahead of him a little bit. He's up by 12 right now. Lux did go back, giving Brand the opportunity to catch up. You see Brand now at 35 and Lux at 38. Brand doing a good job just CSing, not pushing the lane too hard. And it looks like half health with blue buff. Trundle's going to come up. Is he going to try to gank Singed? Singed doesn't have too much mana left. He's going to go around through Tribush. Lee Sin has plenty of health and, of course, plenty of energy, and we're going to see a gank right here, maybe, but no, he's going to go back because he saw Nocturne walk over that ward. A really, really well-placed ward by Zavaki right there. He knows that Nocturne is in the area, and he's going to wait. He's going to try to make something happen. He's safe to assume that he is doing double golems, and he's going to wait. Is Nocturne going to see him go in the bush? No, he's not. Oh, what's going to happen? Nocturne goes by, and then he comes back to look at the red buff, and are they going to fight? Yes, they're going to fight. Trundle goes to fight him. Is he going to get the Pillar of Filth down? Not yet. Here comes the spell shield. Is anyone going to come to help him? No one's going to come to help him. Wow, Nocturne has a flash to get out of there, and Zavaki does not want to chase Nocturne because he knows he will get caught, and here comes Lux. Lux lands the CC, and here comes Singed. Oh no, there's the Pillar of Flame by Brand. Oh, and Zavaki gets taken down, and Brand might also as well. There's a Brand ulti, and a double kill by Brand with the ulti. Excellent work by Brand. Map awareness 100%. I don't think he's going to be able to get away from Singed. He lands the CC on Singed, and it looks like he is. Lee Sin coming in from behind. Singed does not have mana. Lee Sin, is he going to be able to land his Q? There it is. He's going to go down. Slow Singed, and Singed has no mana. A flash, and then the ulti I was talking about. There we go. Brand comes back in with low health, and a 3-kill spree for Brand. Absolutely excellent job and excellent map awareness of this blue team. Zavaki perhaps overextended himself. The Trundle overextended himself a little bit, going into the enemy jungle there, but he did a good job when he saw Nocturne back off. He wanted to get out of there. He didn't want to get caught, which did end up happening anyway. Lux comes in, lands the CC. He didn't quite see her, but it's okay because this Trundle isn't on a team by himself. First, the Brand comes in with a perfectly timed ulti to take down the double kill on Nocturne and Lux, and then Singe chasing Brand, another expert move, landing that stun on Singe with enough time for Lee Sin to come in. Perfect placement by Lee Sin, getting that ulti off and securing the kill. Another kill for Brand. Really interesting team fight thus far. Here we got a purple ping, Lux moving down. Trundle's also in the area, but they don't know it. The purple team wants to get a kill. It's 3-1 in favor of the blue team right now. Gold is about the same. Here comes Trundle is right there. Now Lux sees Trundle. Lux is going to come out, and a lot of damage going down to Graves, and Exhaust comes out, and there's a pillar of filth, and Graves is going to try to do some damage, and there's the Sona ulti, but somehow it doesn't hit anyone. It looks like it should hit a lot of people. Oh, and Lux overextending herself, gets the ulti and the ignite down, and then Lux kills Graves and Sona with one ulti as Trundle kills Lux. Wow, Lux, having seen Trundle go in there, does a really good job. She goes in anyway, and that beautiful beam just shreds two of the blue players, and a good job by Lux. A little risky, but in the end it pays off. It is now 4-3, and the purple team is ahead in gold, behind in kills, but ahead in gold at this point. A good move by the Lux. Singed, you can see him there in the bush, and Lee Sin placing a ward right there. Doesn't want to get ganked by the Nocturne. Singed being aggressive. Lee Sin doing what Lee Sin does and kind of darting all over the map, landing a stun. A really good Lee Sin player can kind of counteract Singe harassing. Sin tried to get a fling off, tried to get some poison down, but the Lee Sin being really mobile as well as slowing, debuffing his enemy so that Singe isn't able to harass him as much as Singed would like to. Lee Sin getting free reign on these minion kills under tower protection right here. Brand and Lux right here in the middle. Brand is 3-0. We saw from those 3 kills, and here comes Nocturne in for a gank. The clairvoyance right there. Perfect timing by Sona for that clairvoyance right there. Not sure that Brand would have died had it not happened, but it was nice to see that. A big, hey, I'm here, I'm looking out for you type of thing. Skirmish going down on the bottom. Looks like Brand is moving down here at the bottom. Like I was saying, Brand is 61 CS, and Lux also has 61, so they are right on par. Lux is going to get a little bit of an advantage. You're going to hope that Brand can come down here and make something happen, because otherwise it's lost experience in the lane, it's lost gold that Lux is getting that he isn't, and it's pushing his tower. Is he going to be able to make something happen? He's going to try to sneak into this bush. Nocturne is up there. He looks like he's going to gank Lee Sin, but with that ward down there, it's really not going to happen. See, he comes there, and Lee Sin immediately knows that this Nocturne is coming for him. And it's kind of a question, what is Lee Sin doing? He runs into the bush for a second. Oh no, and then he gets flinged by Singed, and then he tries to get out of there. He gets exhausted. The fear gets off, but Lee Sin really doesn't have any problem getting back under tower. Is Singed going to get taken down? Another exhaust going down by Lee Sin on Nocturne. The Nocturne ulti comes out, and Singed gets taken down, and is not going to be able to get away. Lux comes out at the bottom. They had to go away from that. Nocturne does not get taken down, and exhaust comes down on Graves, who then gets stunned, and then Sona's ulti in turn, and there's another Nocturne, a Brand ulti, which is a lot of damage, and just shreds her, and here comes damage from Graves. Wow, a team fight and an exchange in favor of the blue team. Brand's ulti, Sona's ulti. Here we go. Are we going to get a block? Oh no! Caitlyn's ulti takes down Brand. You can see Sona inches, millimeters away from blocking that Caitlyn ulti on Brand, and she isn't able to as Brand gets taken down. His first death of the game. A really good job. This Brand and the Lux love this tri-bush right here. We see them both coming through the blue team's tri-bush, and that encounter did at first favor the blue team. A good job by Sona landing that ulti, not only because it saved Brand, it saved Graves, because Graves was backing up and had really low health, and with Caitlyn's long range and her Q and even her ulti could have killed him. That Sona ulti protected Brand as well as set Brand, protected Graves and set Brand up for that perfect ulti, which just obliterated Lux and did a lot of damage to Caitlyn and Taric. However, Brand was eventually able to get taken down. You see Brand coming back in, meeting Lux in here. Lux has the Sheen and a Blasting Wand and the Boots of Lucidity, whereas Brand has Sorcerer's Shoes, two Doran's Rings, a Giant's Belt, and an Amplifying Tome. A lot more tanky. Wow, we got Lee Sin and Trundle coming in. Is she going to be able to get away? No, she's going to try to go the other way, and then she stops for a second. She gets ulted by Lee Sin, and there's the stun by Brand, and UW Free Runner is just absolutely decimates this Lux. A good job. Wow. Trundle and Lee Sin moving together. This is a ganking duo right here as Nocturne comes in to try and not pick up the slack, but cover the lane for Lux. We see Trundle placing another ward down here. 1-0, and here comes Nocturne. He's going to get hit by the Trundle, and he's going to try to get out of there. There's the Pillar of Filth. Lee Sin tossing a shield down. Sin staying in his lane. This is really interesting what the blue team is doing right here. It's dangerous enough with Trundle, with the CC of Trundle's Pillar of Filth, to get in there, move around, and kind of mess up other lanes. But now as Lee Sin moves with him, it looks as if Trundle's trying to give that to Lee Sin, but he accidentally got it himself. Them moving together is even more dangerous, is even more scary, with the CC, Lee Sin being able to slow, as well as him being able to knock back with his ulti. It's really scary. It's really scary, and they're doing a good job of warding and picking up that red. It's the second time that they've stolen the red buff of the purple team and singed at that whole point. And here we go, Nocturne trying in turn to steal the red buff of the blue team, which it looks like he's going to be able to. Lux gets Pillar of Filth. Wow, and so much damage from Trundle and Graves really quickly. Lux, with 2 healing potions, pops one of them and is probably going to have to go back. She is really low on health. Nocturne comes in from behind. Is he going to be able to get a kill? Trundle's there also, and Brand misses his stun, and Nocturne is going to get that kill. Is he on Zavik? He turns around to try to go for Lux. Isn't a bad idea. Oh, and Brand ulties Nocturne. Nocturne trying to get away and flashes. A good flash by Nocturne. Wow, Lux is just so low at 81 health, and here comes Graves. Nocturne is not able to get away. Devil's Kick, a really good job. Singed coming in too. Trundle is low, but he's not that low. Singed is not going to be able to get the kill on him. Lux is just too low to really stay there and fight with them too much. Both teams at this point, although especially the blue team, have really shown how good they are at team communication, team fighting, and each other's map awareness. Look at this, Lee Sin leaving his lane to come down here and try to get a gank on Singed. No one, oh, and he's going to ult him, he's going to get knocked back. Is this going to happen? Is this going to happen? No, there comes the exhaust on Trundle. I don't think it is. They're going to dive him though, and Singed pops his ghost and then slows. He's going to turn around to try to get in there. Are they? What is Singed doing? Is he really going to try to fight them? He's trying to stall because Lux is coming, but no, eventually he is going to back, and Trundle and Lee Sin also back. This blue team is so mobile, moving in between the lanes, helping each other out, that the purple team, as of yet, is having a little bit of trouble dealing with it. That being said, 2 kills behind, the purple team is ahead in global gold. It is about a 1,000 gold difference in favor of the purple team, who at this point I would say the momentum is against. One of the things you always have to look at, sorry, I took a sip of water. One of the things you always have to take a look at in these games is the CS of the AD carry. And right here we have Caitlyn at 147 and Graves at 102. That could be really big. Yes, Graves does have 1 kill and 2 assists, and so does Caitlyn. Caitlyn has 47 more CS and a little bit of fighting. Exhaust comes down on Caitlyn. There's the Pillar of Filth. There are 3 of them. Oh, and Sona's ulti. Wow, a lot of damage going down. He does heal himself as well as pop heal. Is he going to be able to get away? Oh, and they flash in, and they kill Taric under the tower. Now they're trying to get to the tri-bush. Caitlyn is still there. Zaviki is taking a lot of damage from the turret. Wow, really? I'll explain that in a minute. Lee Sin going back. Is Nocturne going to come out? Lee Sin doesn't go back. Here comes the Nocturne. Oh, and Lee Sin sure going back. Oh, and the fling from Singed. And the kill on Lee Sin. He was moments from going back, from recalling, ladies and gentlemen. He decides not to. He didn't know the Nocturne was in the bush, or maybe he knew that he was around there because they had that ward. I didn't see where he came from, but it ends up in Nocturne ulti to Lee Sin death, and Singed is now going to do a little bit, luckily not too much damage to this outer top turret of the blue team. And this game is just heating up. Definitely anyone's game at this point. Lux lands her CC and then an auto attack shields herself. Decent amount of damage to Brand right there. And then her ulti. Wow, if she could land an auto attack right now, that would be a kill on Brand. Brand just stood there. You've got to learn how to dodge, and you've got to get good at always dodging those Lux ultis. Lux at this point, 117 AP. She's got the Sheen, she's got the Blasting Wand, and here comes Singed, she's her ally. But that is just a lot of damage that she can dish out. And the caveat of that skill is that you can just dodge it, but you have to be able to dodge it. Here comes Graves. Oh, wow. Graves getting his E down, dashing in there, and then getting his W on to Caitlyn to get that movement debuff. He could have landed that kill, but Taric with those instant reflexes gets that stun off him. Really, really good job by Taric landing that stun. It's not only an offensive skill. Clearly, it is also a defensive skill. Singed in good position. No ward right there. They did not see him coming. If Taric and maybe Caitlyn come, no, he's alone. It's just Taric and Singed. We've got some back pings on him. He's alone there. He's going to fling, and there comes the stun on Graves, but it's not much is going to happen without Caitlyn there. Good job by Singed waiting there, but also a good job of Singed getting out of that bush. It's good to think to gank. And everyone knows, you know, ganking LOL is important, but it's also good when you're staying in that bush. If nothing's happening, if you're not going to get anything, you need to get out of there. You need to cut your losses, and that's what Singed did. He went in, maybe for some reason something crazy would happen, but he didn't stay in that bush, losing experience and losing time, not doing anything. Singed pops his ulti to get down here, tries, slows Sona. He's going to get a fling off on Sona. Maybe Graves gets in here. Caitlyn is also there, and Taric is also there. Taric's stun goes off on Graves. Maybe not the best idea. Here comes the Caitlyn ulti, and wow! Caitlyn ulti gets canceled because Sona gets taken down, and Singed with so much health is just taking this tower. Where is Graves going to go? Graves gets flung, and there's the Caitlyn ulti because it wasn't used to kill Sona, and Caitlyn gets the kill on Graves. There we go. Even more, I couldn't stress that enough. Excellent play by Singed. He was in the tri-bush. He knew that nothing was going to happen. He didn't want to waste his time. He went out to expose himself to the enemy team. Here comes Brand, and here comes Lux also. And we get the 190 gold per person. Here comes Nocturne in there, and flashing out of his CC is Brand. Lux is going to meet Trundle right here. Here comes the Pillar of Filth and Lee Sin. Is something bad going to happen to Lux? Oh, she flashes into the wall. Oh, and a fail flash by Singed. Zavaki records the kill for the blue team as Lux goes down right there. And unfortunately, because I keep getting interrupted, Singed, I'm going to have to stop praising you. You did a good job. It was excellent work there. You came around for the round 2, the second round of the gank, and good job. Caitlyn gets a hit by the tower right there. And Lee Sin looks like he might try to push this middle lane a bit. The gold disparity is now up to about over 3,000 in favor of the purple team. It's 10 kills on the blue team, 9 kills on the purple team, but the gold is definitely in favor of that purple team. And Nocturne comes in to prevent too much damage to this outer middle turret. And the blue team might be pushing this bottom lane a little bit. Brand is moving, no, he's moving back up to the middle lane. A lot of CS to be had right here by Lee Sin, with Singed coming in behind him, trying to cause a little bit of havoc. This is one of those things that that Singed can do. It's really annoying. You kill the minion wave as you're kind of dancing with the enemy. You get the kills as well as just killing the minions, because even at this point, level 13, Lee Sin is real tanky, but he also takes damage from minions. And if Singed can clear his minion wave and then fight, fling him back in the minions, it could kind of sway that team fight. Isn't what happens. Lee Sin does a good job staying by the tower, not getting caught by Singed, and now he's going to pick up all these minion kills for himself. Caitlyn coming back. You can see the CS at the bottom here. Graves 127. Caitlyn, oh wow, and a stun by Taric on Sona. And as I was about to say, there's that shatter ulti stun combo, but it's just 193 CS from Caitlyn. Caitlyn's got the Doran's Blade, she has the Berserker Screws, Vampiric Scepter, and most importantly, she has got the Infinity Edge at 20. Oh wow, and I'm sorry I missed that, but Zavaki Trundle comes up and gets the gank on Singed with Lee Sin at the top. A good job, continuing to get those kills, trying to get back the gold that they are missing. But right now, the story, I think, going into the later game is really going to be the difference down here between the Caitlyn and a Nocturne ulti to go into the middle on Brand. Brand is low, and there is the Lux ulti. Another time the Brand falls subject to that Lux ulti, and again another kill. Caitlyn gets a kill at the bottom. Graves goes down, and here we go. Caitlyn gets the kill at the bottom. The Caitlyn versus Graves at this point in the game, ladies and gentlemen, is this key factor. She has got 204 CS. 205. Now the next highest is 164, and that's also someone on her team. She's got 70 CS, higher than anyone else in the game. She has the most gold, and she can capitalize on that gold more than anyone else on that team, and she's going to be extremely scary late game. She has good positioning. If she has protection with Taric, she is unstoppable. You saw under that one stun how much damage Caitlyn was able to do to Sona under that one Taric stun. Really powerful. Another story, this is the battle of the tanks up here at top. Singed only has a Roa and Boots of Swiftness, and he already has 24,000 health. Lee Sin has unupgraded boots, He's got that null magic mantle to prevent some of the damage from the Singed. This is a really important aspect. Singed is annoying, and he does do damage, but as laning against Sin, you have to be smart, and you have to build magic resistance. Even a little bit of magic resistance, it cuts down almost all of Sin's damage. The poison, the fling, it's all magic damage. So that mitigation that Lee Sin has picked up really makes his Warmogs go an even longer way, because Lee Sin is also really tanky with 3,000 health. And look, he's able to do some damage. I mean, we have some attrition on both sides, but Sin's just not going to give up, and he's going to continue fighting him. And this is a tanky battle up here. And this is what I was talking about earlier. You see those minions attacking Lee Sin. Lee Sin isn't able to take the minions and Singed at the same time, and Lee Sin can't clear the minions as fast. Here we go in the bottom. In turn, Graves decides to retaliate by killing that outer bottom turret. And Trundle moving up. Singed is low. Lee Sin is low. Singed is hungry for the kill. Lux and Nocturne are both moving in at the bottom. Neither team knows that the other teams are there. Here comes the ulti by Singed. Lee Sin is moving back towards the tower. Here comes Zavaki. Nocturne taking hits by the tower. Lee Sin is exhausted. Gets flanked, but Zavaki is there. Lee Sin ultis Nocturne. Nocturne taking damage from the tower, and wow, Lee Sin is taken down. There's not much damage being tossed out on the side of the blue team, even with the tower hits. Wow, Zavaki does a good job getting in there, and an even better job keeping them busy. He was ignited. He is going to try to get his health back, and Graves and Brand and Sona destroy that middle turn. They're going to try to come and protect this top one as Zavaki the Trundle gets out of there. In addition to the Singed, in addition to the Lee Sin, this Nocturne is also pretty tanky. He has a Warmogs, he has a Wriggles, and he has a Brutalizer. The Brutalizer doesn't make him any more tanky. It does give him cooldown reduction, but that Warmogs and that Wriggles gives him the lifesteal and the health. And Caitlyn and Taric, this game right now is so split. People are leaving their lanes, just like we saw in the beginning. Both teams now are incredibly mobile. We saw 5 people up top in a skirmish. A good job by the purple team 3v2ing up top, and it turned out really well for them. They got an unanswered kill, and they got that turret. However, that Lee Sin death, that turret death was not in vain, as the blue team took out that middle outer turret of the purple team, and now, again, 2 heroes were left alone in the bottom, so in turn, there were heroes alone at top, there were heroes alone in the middle, and then heroes alone at the bottom, so towers being taken down on both sides. 2 global towers for the blue team, and 3 global towers on there for the purple team, and now 6,000 gold advantage for this purple team, which has just been growing. And now for the first time in the game, almost, the kills are in favor of the purple team. Caitlyn, you see that damage. She just dishes out on Graves. For Q not doing too much damage. Wow, and the stun from Brand coming down onto Taric and exhaust on Taric, but there comes Nocturne, and Graves is going to have to get out of there. Graves gets hit by Nocturne's Q, and Nocturne takes him down. The first kill is Graves, and there's fighting continuing. Sona's trying to get out there, getting into the bush, and here comes Trundle and Lee Sin. Brand also trying to run. Sona's ulti getting down before she tries to go back. The Nocturne is really tanky. Brand trying to run, and there comes the Lux ulti, not really doing much, and wow, Trundle is able to take down Nocturne. Nocturne isn't able to get there. Trundle trying to get in there. Lee Sin is backing up, but Trundle has the health to continue go on. Here comes Caitlyn's ulti, blocked by Lee Sin, and Zavaki with another kill gets the kill on Taric, and is Lux going to be able to get out of there? The pillar of filth again, and Lee Sin and Zavaki the Trundle need to go back. Oh wow, hopefully there's not another Lux ulti in store, but no, here comes Singed, and Trundle gets taken down. Singed, is he? Yes, it looks like he's gonna get the kill. Lee Sin turns around, tries to juke him, and there's the Q from Caitlyn, and then another Caitlyn kill. Wow, a team fight that was looking pretty even. There were kills on both sides, good moves, expert maneuvers on both sides, and then Singed comes in and seals the deal, kills the Trundle and kills the Lee Sin, making it a much more even team fight. And now with this dragon, with that 190 gold for his team, it's going to be in favor of the purple team, absolutely. There it is, 950 gold globally for that purple team. And I want to give a props to a good move. That Brand did an excellent job staying away from the Nocturne. He has a spell shield, and he does melee damage. Brand is really weak in melee range, but Brand did an excellent job getting away. And furthermore, Trundle does a really good job of protecting his AP carry, because Brand, if that team fight had lasted any longer, definitely would have been someone they needed in that team fight. So a good job to both Brand and Trundle in that team fight. Brand now in the middle trying to pick up some CS. We have now, you know, I can't say it enough, an AD carry, a lot of times it is what can make a break. Is what can make or break the game. in a team fight, if you have an AD carry, an auto attack champion, right clicking on other people, and one of them has way more CS than another one, that's bad. And at this point, Caitlyn with 265 CS and 6 kills, that's the most, tied with Brand. Oh, and here Nocturne ultis into Brand, and there's Singed. Is he going to get the fling off on Brand? Brand can knock it out of here, and Brand just taken down. Trundle comes out of the bush and then quickly gets out of there. Lee Sin trying to push top tower so that it's not all in vain, but are they going to lose this middle turret? Graves and Sona now coming around here. So is Trundle. I don't think they're going to be able to stop it. Caitlyn and Nocturne, just too much damage. Singed is going to go in and fling Graves and then exhaust him. Graves is going to be able to get out, but now Nocturne is going to get Trundle right there caught. The Sona ulti comes down. She wants her team to get out of there. Caitlyn doing a lot of damage to Sona just with that auto attack. Lee Sin coming around there. They're going to try to defend this inner turret. Are they going to be able to do it? I'm not sure. Lee Sin going in there and then quickly coming back out. The turret goes down. Trundle is trapped in Lux CC. Trundle's going to try to get out, but is he going to be able to? Oh, and here's the Lux ult. He doesn't get anyone down, and Trundle gets out of there. You saw that Sony. He'll come in the last minute. Singe is so incredibly low. They want it. The tower hits him. Caitlyn ulti on. Oh! Caitlyn ulti doesn't hit Graves. It hits Sona, and then Lux with her E coming in and takes Sona down. Unbelievable. Sona doing a great job blocking that ulti, but getting taken down anyway. Absolutely excellent job, and really unfortunate for this blue team. Here you see Lee Sin coming out, getting slowed by Lux. He's going to get out of there almost before it does damage. He wanted that Caitlyn. Lee Sin doesn't require mana. He's got health, and he knows that Caitlyn without mana can't escape from him and can't do that much damage. He does have faith that he could take her down, but he wasn't able to get there because Lux made him back off. Here comes Zaviki Trundle out into the jungle, seeing if there's anyone around. Lux gets visibility on him, and he might step on that Caitlyn trap. No, he seems to avoid it. Lee Sin picking up the jungle. There's now a huge... Here, oh wow, Trundle tries to... He does get them to stop. Recalling, lays up his pillar of filth. Lux is going to recall anyways. Trundle, oh no, Trundle's going to make her stop again. Is she? No. And Lux tosses tosses her snare at him. Doesn't hit him, but a good job by Zaviki, making them have to continually move. And this game, 31 minutes and 10 seconds in, 13 kills to 18, 2 towers for the blue team and 5 for the purple team. But what is really, really clutch in this game is this 10,000 gold global difference for the purple team. They got the dragon, you know, they're ahead in kills. Caitlyn CS alone, I mean look, Caitlyn and Nocturne CS alone is miles ahead of most of the people. Lee Sin and Graves are doing a good job kind of keeping up, but Nocturne and, oh wow, Nocturne ultis onto Sona and she flashes out of there, and then Nocturne flashes in turn. Caitlyn ulti, not even needed. Nocturne takes down Sona. Horrible positioning by Sona. You have to know with a Nocturne, with a Lux, and with the Caitlyn, range is a completely different concept, and you need to stay much further and be much more mobile to get out of the 10 champions they have that can hit you from that far. Good job by Nocturne. Boom! Take down that Sona. We're going to move in to do the Baron. Zaviki sees him. Trundle coming up. Lux going to get him to back off as the rest of her team continues to do Dragon while they just kill it way too fast. Zaviki, oh no, flashes in there and doesn't steal it. Now Zaviki's going to get caught. Trundle gets sprung by Singe, and now Lee Sin engages too. The Brand ulti gets laid down, but it's not really going to do all that much. It does a lot of damage, and Graves tries to chase Lux, and Lee Sin gets taken down. Brand also, just from attrition, is taken down, and then the Graves is taken down. And here come the GGs. That was just a disastrous, perhaps a last hope ditch effort for this blue team. They knew they had to do something, and at the time when Zaviki, the Trundle, had engaged, Lee Sin knew if one person is committing, we all have to commit. We might as well try to make something happen. Instead of it just being a 3v5, them with Baron, we won't be able to defend anyway. So he goes in, and in turn, Lee Sin, Trundle, Brand, and Graves all get taken down, leaving Sona, who can't quite do much by herself, alone here to defend. This may or may not be GG. Trundle is up in 3 seconds. Oh my god! And so much damage by Singed to that Sona right there. And now Zaviki is alone, gets down the Pillar of Filth. The Nexus is going to be taken down. The Nocturne ult, he takes a couple hits from the laser. Now Zaviki is just trying to get people to take damage from the laser. Lux ulti almost kills him. Caitlyn ulti is not able to kill him either. And there goes the Nexus. They didn't surrender about 33 minutes into the game, and the purple team had the advantage, capitalized on it, and a swift victory for that purple team with an incredibly farmed Caitlyn carrying them to victory.